There's a special kind of pride that you feel deep down inside, a strength that seems to thrive in Lima, Allen County.
The American way of life, to get in gear and do what's right.
An unbreakable forthright link called Real American Strength. Lima, Allen County, Real American Strength.
Keeping you up to date with what's happening in your community. Community Focus on GTV2.
Thanks for joining us today on Community Focus. I'm Anne Decker. The United Way of Greater Lima is getting ready to wrap up its campaign, and it's celebrating the end actually this week with a big party at the Civic Center.
Yeah, we are. We're coming to a close, and we just want to share with the community the accomplishments we have and the generosity of people in this community. So yeah, we're celebrating Wednesday. Yeah.
This is Phil Hayne. He's the director of the United Way, and where do we stand so far?
Well, you know, one of our goals this year was, as it was last year, was to increase the number of givers that we have. And I'm pleased to report that we are reporting over 700 new givers.
That's incredible.
In the campaign, which is fantastic. You know, so we've really focused with our companies, with our businesses, to really focus on getting new people to support the community, and we've been really successful with that approach. So that's really the good news. The dollar-wise, we will have reported just over $1.9 million in the community, which is fantastic news. People have been very generous. You know, it's been a tough year. We've been through an election year. People are worried about their taxes, they're worried about their health care costs, and these are things that are really important to people. And so when they look at what dollars they have available to give back to the community, they really have to focus on how they take care of themselves first. And those are things that have affected, to some degree, some of our giving this year. But on the other hand, on a positive note, some companies have done really well, and people have been just incredibly generous. You
know, they may be thinking a little bit more about how much they can give, but to see 700 new givers shows that we've got a lot of generous people in this community.
We really do. People do take care, are really concerned about their own community, and really want to make sure that if we can give a hand up for folks in our community, then that makes a big difference in the quality of the life we have in our own in the county.
Now, we're not quite done with the campaign yet. Donations are still trickling in for a while?
Yeah, they will. Unfortunately, some companies don't report until much later, and so we have to be very patient. We have to wait to see what what their results in. So we're not done. It will continue probably for the next 2 or 3 months, and then we'll be able to wrap it up.
So we're tickling the $2 million mark.
Yeah, we're not far off.
What are you going to do with the money?
Well, the money gets reinvested into 36 programs that we currently support in the community with our partner agencies. And we fund programs, we don't fund agencies. So these programs run from providing basic needs and services to people in crisis, to after-school programs for youngsters in terms of trying to encourage them to continue to do well in school, as well as keeping them safe after school, and then services to seniors as well. So it's a very broad range of programs that we try to support and meet the needs of in this community.
Now, I would assume that you had requests for more money than you actually brought in. How do you determine who gets it?
Well, this year we're in a slightly different situation in that last year the board approved going to a 2-year funding cycle. So we have just finished up the first year funding cycle, and now we're into the second year funding cycle. So in a sense, those decisions were already made last year. And so we're really just reviewing the progress of those programs this year in terms of are they meeting their targets, their goals that they set for themselves, and evaluating them. And then hopefully we'll be able to continue to make the same financial commitments we made last year to those programs for the second year of funding.
You know, if you're thinking about donating to a charity, the nice thing about the United Way is there is a committee that decides what the community's needs are, and they decide these are legitimate programs that they're donating to. There's no guesswork involved.
No, there isn't. They go through a thorough process with community people that review all the proposals, ask the tough questions at times, and then make very tough decisions. Because, to your further point, we don't have all the money we we would like to have to support the needs in the community. So sometimes some very tough decisions have to be made.
If anybody out there is still interested in helping the United Way, I assume you'll take their money?
Oh, sure, sure, absolutely. Yeah, they can just call our office, or they can go online, and they can donate online if they wish.
Great. Is there anything else you'd like us to know about your campaign?
Well, we just want to thank everybody in the community for all their generosity, for the companies, for their support, for the individual donors, because they really make up the bulk of our community, and we really want to thank them very much for their generosity this year.
Phil, give us your phone number for if people want more information.
Well, I knew you were going to ask me that one. I never call my own phone number, so I have my handy card here. It is 419-227-6341.
Wonderful. Thank you for coming in today.
Right. Thank you very much.
Phil Hayne from the United Way of Greater Lima. I'm Anne Decker, and this is Community Focus on GTV2.
Help keep the youth of Lima safe by donating to Lima Safety City today. Hello, I'm Chuck Eichelberger from the Lima Noon Optimist Club. Safety City is a very important part of the Lima community. The Optimist Club is renovating Safety City and it needs your help. Donations can be made by going to the website limasafetycity.org. You can also send a donation to Lima Noon Optimist Club, P.O. Box 428, Lima, Ohio 45802. Help keep the youth of Lima safe by donating to Safety City today.
My joints ached and I was always tired.
I was always cold, I couldn't concentrate, and my body hurt all over.
My doctor told me I had lupus. Women of childbearing age, and especially African American women, are at higher risk.
If you suspect that you have lupus, you should contact your doctor.
You're invited to attend the local lupus support group meetings on the second Thursday of each month at 1 o'clock at Lima Towers. For further information, go to connectedhands.org. Reduce, recycle, reuse. Allied Waste Services in the City of Lima encourage you to live green by recycling all that you can. Recycling promotes green living by reducing the amount of waste materials buried in landfills. This saves money, natural resources, and energy. Keep our environment healthy and start recycling today. Allied Waste Services is committed to a clean environment. Contact us today for your recycling needs. Visit our website, republicservicesohio.com, to learn more about recycling today.
Did you know that if you have information about someone who's committed a crime or know of someone who is wanted by any law enforcement agency, you can call Crime Stoppers and possibly be eligible for a cash reward of up to $1,000. All callers remain anonymous. Make the call that pays. Call Crime Stoppers at 419-229-STOP.
Crime Stoppers! Crime Stoppers! Make the call and pays! Crime Stoppers!
We're back on Community Focus. I'm Anne Decker, and Peggy Emerson is in the studio with us today. She is with the Allen Soil and Water Conservation District. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Anne. It's always a pleasure to be here on the show. And you guys do great work here.
Thanks.
So.
You've actually got all kinds of stuff for sale at the moment.
We have a lot going on at the Soil and Water District. First of all, we have our annual tree sale. We do this every year. Last year we sold about 30,000 trees.
You are kidding.
No, 30,000 trees.
That's incredible.
Here in Allen County, planted here in Allen County, which is awesome. In addition to that, then we give trees to all the first and third graders in the county as well. So there's a lot of little tiny trees going out there in April, and we're very excited about that.
So if people do want trees, I mean, what specifically do you have?
We have about 26 varieties this year. So a new one that we've added is the bald cypress, which is a great tree for low-lying areas, wet areas. We have a lot of those here in Allen County. So that's a great new tree that we've added this year. We have shrubs, we have lilacs, we have all kinds of different deciduous trees and conifers, and you just have to check out our order form, and you can order online at allenswcd.com. You can come in our office or call me, and I will be happy to give you an order form, and you can check it out there and order, or you can send it in later, whichever way you want. Orders have to be in by March 6th.
You've actually got, they're the little bitty trees. We're talking munchkin trees.
Seedling trees, yes, they are very small. Some of them are almost up to 4 feet. Some of the hardwoods are larger, but they're still very young trees, and they take a lot of tender, loving care. These are not full-size trees like you'd find in a garden center or something.
But for the price, you can't beat it, really.
No, some of them are packs of 25 for $13. So
good deal.
Yeah,
you can nurture them for $13.
Yes. Yep, and they're awesome little trees, and they come from established nurseries and things, and they're great trees. So.
Yeah, I've bought them before myself, and they are fabulous. You plant them in, and there they go.
Yeah. Just got to keep them away from teenage mowers and deer. It's probably the biggest threats to them. So.
Besides trees, you've also got a fish sale going on.
We have a fingerling fish sale going on, and they are very small fish, that small, that are great for stocking ponds. And we have a number of varieties. We have both bluegill, the hybrid and the regular bluegill this year, which is something new. And those come in lots of 25 or 20, and the prices range, and those are also available on the website, and if you ask for an order for them, I'll send you one of those too. So.
Wonderful. And you're doing all this in the midst of a move.
In the midst of a move, yes. I think our official move date now is February 26th, but we will be in our new digs by March 1st.
Which is?
Which will be at 1601 East 4th Street, and that is just on the west side of I-75, right off the 4th Street exit.
Very convenient.
We'll be right there in the Otis Wright building on the first floor. Great parking, very convenient. Lovely new offices. Was just over there the other day, and it's going to be a big change for all of us.
It is, but an exciting one.
It is. It's a good change. And the Natural Resource Conservation Service and the Farm Service Agency are moving as well. So everybody's all moving there together.
Okay.
So we'll continue to be a one-stop agricultural shop there.
Well, I know one other project that's still a couple of months down the road, but people need to be thinking of now is your Build a Rain Barrel project.
Right. We are very excited about this. This is the first time we're doing this, but we're going to allow people to come. We'll provide all the materials that they need. There will be a small fee, and that's still kind of being worked out. But on April 9th over at DeHaven's Garden Center, we're going to have a Build Your Own Rain Barrel workshop. So people will be able to come, put a rain barrel together. I may even show them how to paint a fancy one if they want to take that at home.
She's got all kinds of cool rain barrels.
And then they'll be able to take that home with them and attach it. We'll show them how to attach it and hook it up. You know, on a rainy day, you can fill that rain barrel in a very short amount of time. And it's water you can use to water your landscaping, to do all sorts of really awesome things with. Not drinking. It's not safe for drinking, but it is great in every other way. And we also, especially in the city, in the urbanized areas, we really want people to add rain barrels. It slows that water down when these heavy rains come. It slows the water down, keeps the water, even that 50 gallons, 100 gallons, out of the storm system for a little while, and that really helps the overflow and flooding.
Well, and it keeps it from washing all the debris and stuff off the streets into the sewers.
Yep. All of those things. The more we can slow that water down, maintain it, and then you can use it for your own.
Okay. Peggy, if people want more information about anything you're doing, give us your website.
www.allenswcd.com.
And your phone?
419-223-0040.
Great. We'll have you back on to talk about rain barrels in a couple months.
Awesome.
It's an exciting time.
Yes, it is.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks, Anne.
You're welcome. Peggy Emerson from the Allen Soil and Water Conservation District. I'm Anne Decker, and this is Community Focus on GTV2.
Let's all do our part to keep the Ottawa River clean and healthy. Clean trash and debris from storm drains to keep them from being washed into the river. Your actions matter.
This is a nice neighborhood.
It is.
Is that the house we live in, Mom?
Yes.
Look at all the kids around here, Mom. I like this house.
Hi, we're here about the house.
It's rented.
It's against the law to deny people the opportunity to live where they want and can afford. If you feel that you've been treated unfairly, give LACA a call and we'll look into your complaint. LACA's fair housing services are free, so call today and get the housing you deserve. 419-227-2586.
Lima City Council has recently amended the city's vicious dog ordinance to deal with potential problems concerning dangerous dogs in the public.
The ordinance is comprehensive. However, here are some key elements that all dog owners and their neighbors should be aware of.
Any dog that is considered a breed of pit bull is considered a vicious dog regardless of its temperament.
A vicious dog is any dog that attacks, bites, or causes injury to a person or domestic animal with or without provocation.
Not under control of the owner and secure with a muzzle and a leash of 6 feet or less in length, all vicious dogs must be confined when outside in a pen with a secured top and bottom, or with the sides of the pen embedded at least 1 foot deep into the ground.
If you're a dog owner and have concerns about any dogs in your neighborhood, visit limapolicedepartment.com to find out more about the city's vicious dog ordinance.
The fine for noncompliance is $150 per citation, and ignorance of the law is not a defense.
If If there's an emergency situation, call local law enforcement for immediate assistance.
I didn't want to be touched. He said it would feel good, but it didn't. So he gave me a new doll and some candy. He told me not to tell anybody and that it's our special secret. How do I make him stop?
Say no. Run away. Scream. It's okay to tell an adult you trust if someone is hurting you or making you uncomfortable. Feel safe. Feel strong. Feel free.
We're back on Community Focus. I'm Anne Decker with Rick Stolley in the studio. He is Lima's Parks Director, and since it's the middle of winter, you're not doing anything, right?
Right. Well, quite the contrary, as you all know, and we've been very busy with our youth basketball program with boys and girls. That league has 58, 59 teams in the league, and we just wrapped up week 6 of the regular season of an 8-week season. Then I think we'll start on the 16th of February with our tournament play for the boys and girls in grades 5th and 6th. The 3rd and 4th graders do not have the tournament, but 5th and 6th grade boys and girls will have a tournament starting the 16th of February. We'll have our seed meeting coming up here in a week or so, and then we'll wrap that up about the end of February. It takes about 2 weeks to run the tournament, and with some play during the week, and so look forward to crowning some new champions in that league.
It sounds like fun. I know we're already looking ahead to summer, thank goodness, but if you have a college or high school student who's looking for summer employment, you want them.
Right. We've been very busy since December putting together our summer playground program, the 10-week program that we go through in the summer with the planning and the field trips and our guests that are coming in and the partners that we're going to work with here in town, that from everything from working with the Lima City Schools for the lunch setup and so forth, to our guest speakers that will be coming in on a weekly basis, lining up all the field trips that we're looking to get done this year. Looking to expand that a little bit and take a couple trips and a couple venues that we're looking at down the road, the Neil Armstrong Museum, getting the kids down to that site, and then also bringing some people in. One of the ones that we're looking at is it's a neat program. It's called Zoo to You, and they will bring in a number of different animals and a presentation and presenters that will talk about what we sometimes don't always get to see in the zoo world. So
can I come?
Yeah, so we'd love to have you guys come out and be a part of that event. But just different things that we're bouncing around and working with and trying to get all the items put together. Spoke with some friends out at Equestrian Therapy the other day to get our kids out and around that activity, that tremendous event that takes place out at the Facet Farm. So we're looking forward to a terrific summer of youth activities, not only with our baseball and softball, which will start here. We'll start that selection part in March, and the season will begin in May. But we're also talking very soon. We'll be sitting down to talk with the candidates that are applying for positions with our pool and our playground program. So as we look at the candidates that are coming in right now, a number of the kids were involved last year. Some have moved on to other opportunities with internships and so forth in college. So we'll have some openings, but it's going to be tough to match what we did last year, but somehow we will. But we had some terrific young men and women coming in from here in Lima that have gone off to college that were one time, a lot of them that we're quite surprised about, that were part of our program at some point.
Does that make you feel old?
It does. It does make you feel old, but it also makes you feel that you've accomplished, part of what your goals are, and that is to have a terrific, program that provides quality activity, with quality people. So we're looking forward to that process. We'll be sitting down to start interviews in the latter part of March, first part of April, to start to finalize those positions. So looking very much down the road, but yet also trying to keep an eye on the activities we're doing.
Okay,
right now.
I know you're also still meeting for the Star Spangled Spectacular. Even
Yes,
though
we are.
it's winter, it's not that far away.
That group, what a great group of people to work with and the partners there. But we are to a point now where that we meet year-round with the working chairs and some steering committee people on and off. And then we just started here last week with the working committee, the different committees with the race and the entertainment and the parking and security and all the things that take place with that event, which, as you know, is quite extensive. But we found that if we can spend once or twice a month getting together with different entities, that it's a lot smoother road into the 4th. So.
Okay. Never a dull moment in Lima's Parks Department.
No, it's good, and that's a good thing, because if we're not busy planning, we're in the process of running something. Then sometimes, a lot of times, you get 2 or 3 balls in the air that you're juggling, and you're just very careful to make sure that we have, again, what we want to do with all the programs we're involved in, and all the partnerships that we are involved with. It's quality communication and activity for the kids. That's what it's about.
Rick, it's been a pleasure having you come in. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Rick Stolle from Lima's Parks Department. I'm Anne Decker, and this is Community Focus on GTV2.